a trade scenario got floated out involving the number 1 overall pick this year, which of course will be Cooper Flagg. It's a multi-team trade. I'll put it on the screen right now. You see here, Dallas Mavericks get Donovan Mitchell, 2031 first-round pick, 2028 first-round swap, and a 2030 first-round swap. Cavs get guards Javon Carter, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and of course the number 1 pick for next year, which would turn into Cooper Flagg. Jared Allen gets moved to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bulls get Dalton Knecht, Caleb Martin, and some picks. Now, before I ask you guys your thoughts on this, Nathan Beagle of Cavaliers SI says this about the trade, quote, "There's absolutely no reason why the Cavaliers wouldn't do this. While Mitchell is a cornerstone of their franchise now, he isn't the long-term solution. That belongs to Mobley. If you can get Flagg with just giving up picks and Mitchell, you do that." Kevin Pelton added, "Cleveland builds a new trio of stars with Flagg, Mobley, and Darius Garland, none of them older than age 25. For now, the Cavs should be able to remain competitive in the East thanks to depth and defense. A front court of Flagg, Mobley, and either Gafford or Washington would be one of the NBA's best on defense, while sliding Max Strus to guard would give Cleveland more size in the backcourt." What do we think of this trade?
I have a thought on the trade. This doesn't even involve the Cavs, though. I just want to get your guys' thoughts. Maybe I'm insane. I don't know basketball as well as you guys do. Is Caleb Martin, Dalton Knecht, and 3 second-round picks enough for the first pick in the draft? That can't be true.
Yeah, I don't think the return that Dallas is getting on this is enough per se, especially because there's so many moving parts in this thing.
I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
It's the Mavericks.
It's the Mavericks. I was like, that makes no sense at all. I was so thrown off. I was like, there's no way they would do Caleb Martin for the first overall.
It's the Mavericks that are getting rid of the first.
Okay, more sense. That works.
So the Mavericks are getting rid of a ton, though. So I do think if there's a team that says no to this, it's probably Dallas, right? But I guess the argument that could be made is Donovan Mitchell is a ready now star to pair with Kyrie and AD. Donovan, like, it would kind of be doing what Phoenix did and assembling an older big three.
Here's my thing. I kind of see where it is for Dallas because the way it is shaped, though, it would need to be win now. Kyrie and AD are both older and injury prone, so we're not going to have time for Cooper Flagg to develop more so that you would want to be that guy in their championship window because you don't know how much longer those two have. Both amazing players, but getting older and a vast injury history. For the Cavs, I think actually, I was joking around about it before the show, but actually home run. You get rid of Jared Allen, so now you can move Evan Mobley to center. We could actually build for the future because this core that we have right now is a little iffy. And some of the moves we've talked about, while in theory could work, are still, I think, a little bit less of a exciting option than having two possible players with so much potential like Cooper Flagg and Evan Mobley in your front court. And I think that's getting towards what I've been talking about for months about this team, is building towards how basketball is right now. And then for the Lakers, it makes sense you get a center and Jared Allen. But I think the biggest part of this, too, is we get more depth on this team. We get a backup center that we've been wanting for years. You get a very quality starter in PJ Washington. If this were the exact trade to go down, I think I would be ecstatic.
So let me ask you guys this. If you knew in 2 years, and obviously you can't play this game because you don't know what the future is going to hold. You don't know how the Cavaliers are going to do in the next couple of years. But if you knew, and if you get the sense that the Cleveland Cavaliers won't win a championship in the next 2 years, you're going to eventually have to maybe potentially trade Donovan Mitchell as he has the player option. You would make this trade because at the end of the day, in 2 years, what you could trade Donovan Mitchell for probably isn't worth what potentially is a superstar in Cooper Flagg, correct?
Mm-hmm. And even today, right? Like you would probably even 1-to-1 gamble on the fact that Cooper Flagg is a guy that could win you multiple championships, be the face of the franchise for the next decade plus. Whereas Donovan Mitchell already into his late 20s, you kind of know what the ceiling might be, especially when they have to lean on him for that high usage in the playoffs. We've seen now Donovan struggle with 2 injuries back-to-back postseason. So even 1-to-1, in terms of a trade, like,
you get that plus 5 players, and you're taking
that's what I'm saying. Dallas is never
Allen
doing
thing.
this.
This is an extremely lopsided deal. I get
you can also you probably trade DeAndre Hunter out of this too, and not have to pay him big money for an extension in a year.
At that point, you would keep him though.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I mean, why not? You get rid the
Wouldn't
money.
Flagg start small forward?
The money we're getting rid of though is just we wouldn't have to clear.
Oh, okay. We wouldn't need to.
Yeah,
okay, I see what you mean. Yeah,
we would be good.
All right, well, we got to take another break. We get back, we'll flip it over to the Guardians, a little buy or sell. They drop one in the Bronx. Tanner Bybee, good outing. And Jeff Passan had some words about the Cleveland Guardians. I hope Jack didn't read it yet because I want to get his live reaction, but I got a feeling Jack's going to have some beef with hometown Passan. We'll be right back on The Big Factor.